Howdy, Casey Eberhart here, and I am really excited to chat with you about a topic that many big businesses utilize to their advantage. And so I thought what we would do today is take a moment and talk about what customer love fencing is, why it exists, and how you can use it to stop losing customers. So hello everybody, my name is Casey Eberhart. I am a business consultant and strategist out of Los Angeles, California. I am the founder of the Platinum Inner Circle, which is a results-based mastermind training accountability coaching program designed for entrepreneurs looking to and committed to creating extraordinary results in their business. So today I want to talk to you about customer love fencing. So I'm going to draw a little diagram, and if you'll stick with me for just a few minutes, I will explain what it is, how you are probably losing customers, and how you can reverse that in literally just moments. So look, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Your business has a customer somehow, right? And we're going to take this down to a micro level, meaning this should be done for each individual customer that your business has. And it doesn't matter whether your business is a dog grooming business, a massage therapy business, a digital e-com business, a network marketing business. It does not matter. This concept is vitally important for you to not only understand, watching how it is being done to you and how you can put practices and principles in place in your own business to stop your competitors from customer love fencing, and you start to build a fence around your own customers. So look, here's the deal. We have a customer. This customer is bringing revenue to our business, right? So they are worth something to our businesses, right? And that, several times I've talked about customer lifetime value, what the value is of that one customer over the entire lifetime of their relationship with us, right? But let's just pretend, it doesn't really matter what the customer lifetime value is for the purposes of this conversation. But here's the deal. Once you have a customer, meaning you have spent money, energy, resources, whatever, to gain that customer, they've tried your product, good, or service, they love it, they've given you their credit card, their 16 digits and expiration dates, they are now a customer, okay? Well, here's now what happens. As the second that transaction goes through, that customer is now assaulted, literally assaulted by every other type of marketer and marketing that's going to try to move that customer over to one of your competitors, right? We see this in consumer mode all the time. If you watch TV, if you use AT&T, for example, of your phone, what's going to happen? You're going to be hit by T-Mobile. You're going to be hit by Sprint. You're going to be hit by Spectrum or whatever else is in your area trying to get you to move. The competitors know, hey, this person is using this. Let's go over here and put our service in front of them and see if we can draw that customer away. Much like, by the way, you did in order to get that customer away from one of your competitors, right? So these guys, these little customers are now being attacked, if you will, from every single way to come aboard and try some other product, good, or service, right? I mean, look, you and I, if we watch TV for any length of time, car insurance is another great example. If you are with State Farm, you are probably inundated with Liberty Mutual, Allstate, every other type of insurance company, because they have data that shows that you are probably open to looking at a new insurance agency, and then they're going to try to do everything to bring you off to the side, okay? So let's go through and just talk about some of the things that can start to assault this customer. We have digital, right? This is hugely important. Digital marketing, like if you go on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or Snapchat or whatever, this customer is now being assaulted by messaging that you're bad, what they do is better. Okay? So we have digital. You have things like Facebook, right? So you've got things like Facebook that are literally putting messages in front of your brand new customer to try to woo them to somebody else that might be paying social media marketing dollars or digital ad dollars in order to gain that customer's almighty dollar. In the same way, by the way, that you did to move that customer away from what they were otherwise using. You have another assault happening with your company, with your to your customer. Their friends who are influential can say, hey, don't try this product, or I know you just tried this, but hey, I want to go over here. So friends, and even more, we can even spotlight this a little bit more. We can go friends plus influence, right? So a friend of somebody who is your customer, if that friend has influence, then you are even bigger at risk at losing that customer, okay? Now we've got things like radio, right? Radio is blasting in the car, right? Radio is blasting over loudspeakers. Radio is blasting all over the place, okay? We have billboards even, right? Okay, we have billboards happening. We have direct mail. Direct mail is happening, right? And we ultimately even have something so powerful as the news. So we have all these things that are essentially taking our new customer or our little customer and trying to woo them away or bring them over to somebody else. And here's the deal. This is happening whether you want to admit it or not. This is factual, right? Nobody wants to let a customer leave their business and not then start to assault them to get that customer to make a different purchasing decision or a different buying decision in order to move that customer away from you over to your competition, okay? So here's the deal. What customer love fencing essentially says, oh, you know what I could do? What customer love fencing essentially does is says this, oh my goodness, we have a brand new customer. What we want to do is we want to insulate or isolate that customer away from all this noise or all this messaging, right? And so how do we start to psychologically do this and put this into effect? Well, if you can think about it from a visualization standpoint, you've got your customer in the middle. You've got all these things trying to take that customer away from you. And what we're essentially going to do is we are going to place a love fence around that customer. So if I do this with just a simple heart around the customer, right? This is what our businesses as marketers and as entrepreneurs, we have to take into account. If you don't start putting these kind of things in place, I promise you what's going to happen is a savvy marketer or a savvy company is going to shift some of those customers away. Okay? So we want to put this love fence around. So essentially it's just a heart around that customer. And what we want to be able to do is we want to start pushing away the digital messaging, pushing away the Facebook messaging, pushing away their ability to get wooed or sucked away from friends and family, pushed away by the news, pushed away from direct mail, put a fence, if you will, around that customer and give them like a giant virtual hug, right? If we can give our clients a virtual hug, we bring them closer to our business, we create brand loyalty, and ultimately we keep that customer in our space for much, much longer. We talk a lot about this in our mastermind group about how to start building this love fence around our customers, okay? So I actually wrote down some things that you can do starting today to start to build this love fence around your customer. So let's start with, if you can, maybe you set up a text message communication between you and your customer just to say, hey, Mrs. Customer, I want to say thank you for being a part of my business. Thank you for purchasing from us here at XYZ Company, okay? Now, you might also send out a personalized gift to your customer, right? People love receiving gifts. So if you can budget a little bit of gift money to thank your potential customer, or thank your new customer or your existing customer, even better. And by the way, I would only say when you're talking about this gift number that you want to make it somewhat proportional to the lifetime value of your customer, okay? Lifetime value of your customer. If a lifetime value of your customer is worth $10,000, a simple 50-cent trinket is probably not going to do the trick. It's better than non-50-cent trick doing, but probably not as good as something a little bit more valuable, right? So maybe you create a loyalty program. Okay? So I'll tell you, several of you may or may not know this. I used to own part of a craft beer bar up in Washington, and one of the things that we did to create our customer love fence was we put in a really robust customer loyalty program. We wanted our bar to be like Cheers, where everybody knew your name. We created that love fence, right? So maybe you're going to do an email sequencing, an email, okay? So now we have an email program that goes out that's always adding value to our customers. By adding value to our customers, we're building a deeper relationship with those customers. By building a deeper relationship with those customers, we hope to fend off some of these things that are trying to assault our customer, okay? Now, maybe we're going to connect with them on Facebook, Insta, and LinkedIn, and YouTube, right? So what we try to do is essentially what we're trying to do here, you guys, is create so many touch points between us and our customer that we are constantly monitoring that customer and making sure that they are taken care of. They are like the king and queen of our businesses. All of our businesses really have to put in place a strategy to keep that customer loving on us, okay? Now, maybe you also send a birthday gift, right? I know that birthday cards and birthday gifts, every company I've ever bought or been a part of or consulted, one of the first and easiest things that you can do is walk in and start to celebrate your customer's birthday. Now, if you want to take this 3 steps layer deep, you can take and celebrate the customer's spouse, customer's kids, customer's grandkids if you want with their birthday, if it's appropriate. If it's not appropriate, don't make it creepy. We do not want to be creepy in this, right? But maybe we have a birthday. That's my bad birthday gifting thing there. Now, maybe we also want to add a phone call. Now, you can, if you've got lots of customers, you might have to do something a little bit crazy, like get a program that drops a voicemail that just every week or so says, hey, I just want to say thank you so much for being a customer of our blank business. And that can go a long way just to say, oh my gosh, I would feel guilt. We're almost guilting our folks not into leaving us, okay? And let's see. Oh, another one, recognition, huge. Right? Recognition. If you are watching your customers and you see that a customer does something recognition worthy, the personalization, being able to reach out to that customer and say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, I want to just recognize you for hitting that hole-in-one on the golf course, or having a son that graduated West Point, or hey, hitting a new rank or a new level in your network marketing business, or hey, hitting your goal weight of dropping 5 pounds. Whatever it is, the more that we can recognize this customer and make this customer feel amazing, the better off we're going to be, okay? So let's start to look at this from a big picture perspective. At the end of the day, you've got your customer here in the center. You have all these people that are trying to take that customer and move that customer away from you after you spent all this time and energy and money attempting to get that customer to come into your space. And remember that you're still competing with tons and tons and tons of people out there, right? But you got them. You did what it took to get that customer. If you don't create a love fence around this customer somehow, then your customer is at risk of being pulled in any direction where they believe. And when I say they believe, it doesn't even have to be reality. It's perception. The perception is they're going to get more love somewhere else. The second that that customer feels that they are going to get more love somewhere else, that will outweigh them saving a few pennies or a few bucks with you. 99% of people will make a decision based on how they feel they're going to get loved, even over a few bucks saving here or there, right? So if you're going to compete solely on price, then what you're going to find is you're going to find that this customer has no loyalty to you whatsoever, right? So if they are only trying to shave off a penny or 2 pennies or $1, and then somebody else comes along, there's always somebody going to be cheaper. There's always going to be somebody cheaper. All they have to do is get that 1 penny cheaper, that $1 cheaper, and now they're moving over here, or now they're moving over here, or now they're getting sucked away over here. We don't want to do that. We want to basically create a ironclad love fence around this customer. This customer is king or queen, depending in your business. So if you do not have a strategy where you are touching that customer with multiple points, recognizing them, sharing your value with them, letting them give you a referral. Like here's the deal. If they're giving you referrals, they're inside this love fence, right? But if you don't recognize them or give them a gift or say thank you for the referral, then what you're doing is you're actually asking them to step outside the love fence. Once that customer is outside the love fence, you guys, it's very, very difficult to get them back inside the love fence. So I hope this is helpful to you. If you would like a guide and a checklist on some of these things and how you can utilize them, I created a guide essentially of 20 ways to kind of help build this love fence. And it really a lot of it comes down to follow-up. So you can go grab your free copy at Cashflow with Casey if you would like. With that, I want to say thank you so much for hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, sharing this out, leaving a comment. I appreciate it. With that, you guys have an amazing day. Now go give somebody else an awesome day and start to put a love fence around your customers before your competition does. Okay, until next time, guys. Ciao.